Sports games in general have never really been my thing. I think it's probably because I'd rather just go play the sport in real life than play it in a video game, and usually the gameplay just gets a little too repetitive for me. There's been a few games to break the mold, but I've had enough bad experiences with mainstream sports titles that I tend to just look away and not think about those types of games. But a new indie title called Golf Story just hit the eShop this week, and it's unlike any other sports title I've ever seen before. Golf Story is a top-down sports/RPG hybrid, reminiscent of quite a few games on the SNES and the Game Boy Advance presentation-wise. You start out as a young, promising golfer, learning the basics with his dad. Then 20 years later, you find yourself trying to get back into the swing of things so you can join the Pro Tour. Though you're initially restricted to a generic Green Hills Zone type of place, you eventually have to travel around and explore the different worlds. There's nothing completely out of left field here, but each different course definitely has its quirks and gimmicks. There's even different types of people in each different world that have varying stereotypes as well. You'll encounter a whole group of Neanderthal type people in the second world of the game, while a beach themed level will have you interacting with different types of surfer boys, all with their own lingo. The writing is really what makes this game great. I found myself laughing at nearly every single encounter I had with NPCs. There's a lot of novel to this story with multiple different plot pieces to keep you interested throughout. Apart from the main story, there's dozens of different challenges to find through exploration in each world, which all give you money and XP upon completion. Although it's not as important to grind and level up your stats in this game as it is in most RPGs, I was still impressed by the importance of all the stats in this game. None of the stats are going to greatly affect how you golf, but there's still unique choices here that allow one player to play differently from the next. The actual golfing itself is phenomenal. This is something I was skeptical about because I played a few golfing games before, and none of them are really ever up to par. Golf Story features the standard power bar shot system like most similar titles, but with some nuance to it as well. I think that what made it most enjoyable for me was the top-down aspect of it. I'd never played a top-down golf game before, but it really makes it more fun when you can sort of see the whole course as a whole, rather than just a 3D world straight in front of you. While golfing is definitely the main thing you'll be doing, there's enough unique challenges here to ensure that the story never gets stale. There's even a quick play mode that includes a local multiplayer option. Even without the RPG and story aspects, this game would still be worth the price just for the golfing. So this game's certainly not the best RPG game or the best sports game, but it's not far off the heels of many of its legendary peers. If anything, Golf Story is the most unique RPG I've ever played, with an Australian charm, smooth gameplay, and an absolutely adorable story. For $15, it makes me upset to think that I almost paid $20 for Snake Pass. I got Snake Pass on sale for $10, but it's still hard to believe that they can fit this much content into a game like Golf Story and still only charge $15 for it. This game and Snake Pass are of course vastly different, but I still think this is not only one of the best games on the Switch now, but also one of the best bargains. Let me know your thoughts on the game if you've picked it up. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe to my channel for the latest Switch content available. This is Max from Max Culture, and thank you so much for watching.